started. We're gonna start just lying down. So find a comfortable spot to lay down. And then once you get down here, you can do some nice stretches. Whatever feels good. Just reaching as far as you can, maybe reaching up, pointing your toes. Pulling your arms down to the side and reaching out. Stretching your legs out, whatever you want. And take some big deep breaths while you're at it. Okay, we'll go ahead and pull your knees up to your chest. And then you're going to send your legs out straight again. And then you're going to follow them up with your hands and kind of like reach for your feet. And it's okay to bend your knees. We're just kind of stretching out your low back and your hamstrings. And then you're going to roll back down again, kind of one vertebrae at a time. And then when you get all the way down, pull those knees up to your chest again. Big pull knees up to chest. And then kind of kicking your feet back straight and following them up. Rolling up. Big stretch. We'll just do this a few times at your own pace. Kind of rolling down and back, one vertebrae at a time. Oh yeah, and then pulling your knees up to your chest. You can even do kind of one knee at a time if that feels good. And then sending your feet back and rolling up, stretching. Yeah. And then back down. Knees up again. Alright, and then next you're going to place your feet flat on the ground, and we're just going to go up into a little glute bridge, and we're going to hold here. Feet flat on the ground, shoulder blades on the ground, really squeezing your glutes, and just kind of hanging out, driving those heels into the ground, keeping your hips up, shoulder blades on the ground. We're going to do about 20 more seconds. So if you want, you can just keep holding, or if you want to cycle through, kind of resting, bringing your hips down, and then pulling back up again, that's fine. We're going to do about 10 more seconds here. All right, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And then we'll roll on over. And so now you'll be on your front. And we're going to plant those elbows, and we're going to come up into a low plank. So elbows down. And then ready to go, pulling your hips up off the ground. And so we're going to hang out here in this low plank for a moment. Really trying to push the ground away with your shoulders. Keeping your chest as far away from the floor as you can. Elbows on the ground. Belly button to spine. Hips up in line with your shoulders. Focus on those nice deep breaths. We're going to hang out here for 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll go ahead and rest. You can bring your knees down, and then you're going to come up on your knees. You're going to put your toes in the back, and you're going to sit your hips up high, and then you're just going to kind of lean back as far as you can, and then come back up again. And maybe not as far as you can, but just you'll kind of feel where you're like, come right back up. And again, doing these at your own pace, just kind of leaning back a little, and then coming back up. Trying to keep your core tight as you do this. Trying to create a straight line from your knees all the way to your shoulders. We'll do these for like 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll come up to standing. And then next, all you're gonna do is kind of come up onto your tippy toes. So you'll raise your heels up off the ground and then back down again. Ready, set, go. And just nice and slow and steady, keeping your midline nice and tight. Just coming up onto those tippy toes and then back down again. All right, then if you want to try doing some on one foot, just pick one foot up and then balance on that one working leg. And maybe after you do like 5, you can switch. Switch like every 5. We're gonna do these for about 20 more seconds. So you have time to do some reps on each side. Again, maybe like 5 at a time. 10 more seconds for these. All right, and so we're gonna go back down to our glute bridge, and if you have your weight nearby or just weight, you can go ahead and grab that, and if you want to do your glute bridges weighted this time, you can. All right, ready, set, go. And again, if you want to hold weight on your lap, you can just kind of hang out here with this weight, or if you want to do some reps with the weight, you can too. Just really focusing on squeezing those glutes, waking up your butt. And again, if you want to just hold here at the top with the weight, that's fine too. We're going to hang out here for 20 more seconds, either doing reps or just hanging out. More seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. And so we'll set that dumbbell aside, and we're going to come back into that low plank. And then this time, we're going to be in this low plank position, and you're going to reach up with one hand. Actually, here, you can put your dumbbell out in front or whatever your item is, and just reach out and tap it, and then reach out and tap it with the other hand. Ready, set, go. More seconds for these. Three, 2, 1. Okay, we'll rest, and we're going to come into those kind of reverse Nordic lean backs. And so you can do these the same as last time, if that felt good. Or if you want, you can hold your weight and just hug it to your chest as you do these. Ready, set, go. And so you can still do these with no weight if you would prefer. Really just, you'll feel so, trying to stay tight through your midline. Keeping those hips and shoulders moving together. Three, 2, 1. Okay, again, set the weight aside, or I guess you can have the weight if you want, but we're going to be doing now a little toe lift. And so last time we did a little heel lift, this time we're going to do a toe lift. And if you want, you could do one leg toe lift. It's a very small little movement. Again, like maybe 5 per side. This feels kind of silly, but especially since we run a lot, this little toe lift action like happens every time you take a little step when you're sprinting. You're kind of lifting your toe up, so this can kind of help your ankles and Achilles and shins and that kind of stuff. Okay, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do another round, last one. This time we're gonna do a plank, or I'm sorry, glute bridge march. So 1 foot up at a time, and again, adding the weight if you want. But it'll be hips up, and now you're gonna lift 1 foot and kick it out, and then the other one. And also if you wanna just stick with a hold, you can. Three, 2, 1. Okay, we'll rest. And we're gonna come around to that plank. And this time we're gonna have your weight next to you, and we're gonna do our little plank slide. So you'll be up in a high plank this time. And you'll just grab that weight and drag it under and across. And so remember, you're pulling it across. So it starts on your left, and then you use your right hand to pull it across the right side of your body. And if you're picking it up and setting it, that's fine. And if you're like dragging it across the floor, that's fine too. You can kind of decide maybe based on what kind of surface you're working with or what kind of weight you're sliding around. We're gonna go for 15 more seconds. Three, 2, 1. All right, and then next we're gonna do those kind of Nordics again in this kneeling position. And we'll do the same, you can do the same as what you did last time, or if you were like not waiting on last time, you get another chance to try it weighted if you want to this time. Ready, set, go. Again, just trying to stay in control as you lean back and come back up. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll go ahead and stand up. Okay, and this last time, we're gonna go heel up and then toe up. And try to do it on 1 foot or both feet. So just do like heel raise and then toe raise. And you can do it on both feet. Or you can do it on 1 foot. And then maybe after you've gotten a couple, and you've gotten the hang of it, you could try to like get some air on your heel raise. So like hop and then land on your toe, back to your heel, up to your toe, hop, land on your heel, or sorry, landing on your toe, rock back to your heel, up onto your toe. Anyway, just some like balance and control playing around with that. Okay, we'll take like 10 more seconds to play around with that if you want. Okay, 3, 2, 1, grab a sip of water. Okay, so next we're gonna play around with our weights a little bit, and then we'll have like a short box or step or some other kind of like incline thing that we'll be playing around with. And it can be, we're just gonna put our foot on it for some rear foot elevated stuff, so it doesn't need to hold your whole weight. But the first thing we're gonna do is a glute bridge floor press, and we're gonna do these, all of these things are gonna be one-sided, so we're gonna do the same side, and then we're gonna switch sides each round. So only do one arm, but we're gonna do a glute bridge floor press. And also, if you don't have something you can hold in one arm, then you can just do both for both rounds, and that's fine. But so you'll be on the ground, and you'll be in this glute bridge, just like we warmed up, and then you'll hold your weight in one hand, and you're gonna press it up over your chest. And then you'll bring it down with control, and then pressing up again. Bring it down with control, pressing up again. And we'll do 8 reps. And so there's no prescribed tempo, but it's like a little bit slower on the way down than on the way up. And after you do 8, again, don't switch sides, just hang out. I'm going to use my Bosu ball to elevate my foot. But again, you can use whatever you want, just a little elevation. And then we're going to hold that weight at your chest. And let's see, I did it on my right hand, so I'm going to try to stay on the same side for these. So I'm going to put my right foot forward, and I'm going to elevate my left foot back on the Bosu ball, so my weight is just on this left foot back here. And then I'm going to squat down. And so keeping your chest up, bending your knee, keeping your chest up, and that back leg, it doesn't have to get to the ground. And there's maybe a little bit of weight in your back leg, but most of the weight is in your front leg. But you're not leaning forward either. Your hips are forward, your chest is up. And we're gonna do 8 reps. And same thing, maybe slow and control on the way down and a little bit faster on the way up. And then after 8 of those, we're gonna do 8 single leg hops on that same side, so my right side. And if you have something that you can jump on top of that's like nice and stable, probably I'm not gonna do the Bosu ball, not today anyway. So instead I will jump over my dumbbell. So if you don't have something you can jump on, then find something you can jump over. Not right underneath my garage door opener. And you're gonna try it, so you're gonna try like first, just giving a little hop and seeing how it feels, right? And if it feels good, then you can go for more height and try to get high and then landing with control. And we'll do 8 hops on this leg. And so these will be like forward jumps or up onto something jumps as opposed to like side to side. And you're just always going forward. Okay, so it's 8 of everything. 8 floor press, 8 split squats with the rear foot elevated, and then 8 hops, and then you'll switch and do 8 of everything on the other side. And you can kind of work and rest at your own pace through this part. And if you're needing help with anything, holler at me. Oh wait, okay, I was doing those all with my butt on the floor, but I think I prescribed a glute bridge floor press, so sorry about that if I just got you all confused because you were remembering that it was glute bridge. But it's no big deal. It's okay if we mess things up sometimes. Okay, then left foot forward. 8 of everything. Okay, yeah, and we should have like 10 more minutes for this part, so plenty of time. Hoping we can get like at least 3 rounds on each side. And so still just like moving through, working, resting at your own pace. But again, we have about a little, maybe even like 11 or 12 minutes left. So plenty of time to get 3 reps on these. Oh yeah, and in the glute bridge. Nice job out there, everyone. Alright, so 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. You can finish what you're working on. You can rest. Just 2 more minutes. Okay. Get a little break. And then the fun part. Okay, we're still going to use one weight, no step or anything. Okay, and so we're going to go through 3 movements for the next part. But one of the movements is this big whole complex series of movements. So, yeah. And so we'll do it again one side at a time, but we'll alternate for each rep. And the dumbbell will be in your hand, and you'll come down and basically do like a burpee or like a floppy push-up. So the dumbbell in one hand, or if that's just uncomfortable for you, or if your weight is not a weight that has like a handle on it, then you could just have it next to you. And you'll just, again, this is like a floppy push-up, so it's okay to just kind of worm your way to the ground and then come on back up. And then at some point as you stand up, if the weight wasn't already in your hand, then you're going to grab it, and we're going to clean it up to your shoulders. You're going to squat it, press it, and then lunge it with each leg. And then you'll switch arms. And so again, floppy push-up with or without the weight in your hand. And then as you step up, we're going to clean it to your shoulders, squat it, press it, lunge it with each leg. And then switch arms.
It's like twerk it, bop it, push it. Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, it's like bop it. And so pretty much we're going to have every 2 minutes, we're going to have 40 seconds at the beginning of something. And then the remaining time, you're just going to do these. And so you can do them like super slow and steady. You could do like, you could just like bust out 5 and then be like, okay, I'm done, and rest the remaining time until we do our next 40. You can kind of decide how you want to tackle those, but we'll be doing a lot of them. And so that's why it's kind of like a complex movement. So hopefully it kind of slows you down a little bit, and it just kind of feels like chugging slow and steady. And also if there's like a piece of that doesn't work for your body or for your room or your weight, you could just like skip that part. Like if you can't really press, then it's okay to just kind of squat it, lunge it, and then you're done. You can skip the press it part. Or other things like that. You know, if you can't really lunge, it's okay to do a squat instead. Or like the push-up part doesn't feel good, just kind of start in a plank position instead, and then step up to your weight so you can clean it up there. And also like if using the weight sort of sucks, you can just do burpees instead, right? Just flopping to the ground, and then coming up to standing, jump, do your lunges. So you could totally kind of make that movement work for you, depending on your space and what you're working with. And so for the first round, we're going to do 40 seconds in a hollow hold to start. I know, God, it's terrible. And then this.
that's what happens is I'm like, God, these suck, and so I just like gotta not feel like they suck, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, so we'll do hollow hold, and so we'll do that 2 minutes 2 times. So the first 2 rounds is gonna be a 40-second hollow hold. And then the second 2 rounds is gonna be 40 seconds of Russian twist. And then the last 2 rounds is gonna be 40 seconds of a plank slide. And we might run out of time, but I wanted to give us plenty of time to get through that last part. And if we kind of run out of time, then we can just be done. That'll be enough anyway. Cool. Okay, great. So yeah, it starts with a 40 seconds.
Should I do the rounds 2 minutes or 1 minute?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, got it.
Yeah, so we'll start with a 40-second hold, and then it finishes with like 120 seconds, working and resting through that movement however you want.
Okay. Alrighty. I guess there's nothing to it but to do it. Okay, starting with that stupid hollow hold. Okay, but we only have to do the hollow hold 2 times. So that's nice. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Halfway. Three, 2, 1. Okay, rotate to your dumbbell, or not if you're not using your dumbbell. So we're gonna do that floppy push-up. Clean squat, press, lunge, lunge, and then switch arms. Seconds, and we're going to go straight into that hollow hold. So if you want a little bit of a break between, you can totally take breathers as it makes sense for what you're doing where you're at. Seconds. Okay, back to that heckin' hollow hold. 3, 2, 1, go! Hard. Okay, last hollow hold. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, switch. Nice. Okay, we did those. We did it. Okay, then if you remember which arm you left up on, you can switch. But if you don't remember, it's totally fine. And so when we're done with this one, we're going to go into Russian twist next. Seconds.
And again, Russian twist are next. You can do these weighted or not. 3, 2, 1, go. Feet hovered. And then just tap the ground to your side, either with the weight or with your bare hands. Either way is fine. We're just gonna go for 40 seconds. More seconds. Three, 2, 1. All right, back to those push-up, clean, squat, press things. Those lunges, don't forget. We got 1 more minute till we go back to Russian twist. Seconds. Seconds. And we'll be back to Russian twist. 3, 2, 1, go! More seconds. Three, 2, 1. After these ones, we're going to do that plank slide, just like in our warm-up. In 30 seconds. Okay, plank slides in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway.
3, 2, 1. Plank slides. Last 2 minutes. Three, 2, 1. Back to that push up. Push up, clean squat, press lunge. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Wow. That was fun. I might have gotten off time at some point, but oh well. That was great. Wow, good stuff. I'm gonna just stretch a little now. Maybe like my back and my hamstrings. Well done, everyone. I keep like having like a watch that I really like with the stopwatch and everything that's great, and then I friggin' lose it, and then I can't find a replacement, or they like don't make the same kind anymore. So I finally got a smart watch because I feel like I won't lose it, and it has all kinds of. But I'm like not in love with the different timers right now, so we'll see. Especially because like this was the first time I tried using it for our workout, and it kept on like Siri kept on being like, "How can I help you?" And I'm like, "No, not Siri, no Siri." It's saying like 3, maybe? Anyway, we'll see how it goes. But that was fun. That was a fun workout. Good stuff today. Thanks for being here, everybody.
Thank you, Chardy. Yeah, that was great. I'm very sweaty. So sweaty. I'm like cooking so much all over my mat. Yeah, same.
I feel like it was like one of those like kind of more like power endurance as opposed to like aerobic endurance. You know, where like I didn't necessarily feel like I was like out of breath, but I was like feeling really like, yeah, sweaty and tired.
Yeah. Thanks, Chardy.
You're so welcome.
I have to run, but I hope everyone has a great week.
You too. I'll see you on Friday, maybe.
Yeah, I can't come on Friday,
Oh,
unfortunately, but
well, I'll see you soon.
Missed the first game.
Yeah. I'll see you soon.
You soon. Bye, everyone. Bye. Oh, are you and Julia on the same Women's League team?
Yeah.